What is up, guys? Luke here. Let me know if you can hear me. Putting my webcam on now, so hopefully you can see me in a second. What's up? What's up? There I am. Cool. Let me know if you can see me. Name sheet. Awesome, guys. I can see you guys coming in over here. Neil, Muhammad, Justin, Kim. What's up, guys? Let me know everyone's here right now. I told you guys it'd be about 5 minutes. Wolfgang, check, 1 2 1 2. That's correct. Adrian, awesome. Lynn, how are we? Sharon, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. What's up? Awesome, guys. So you can probably tell I'm still not 100% better from last week's webinar, which I was very sick last week. This week, I've just got this horrible dry cough that hasn't gone away yet. It's just lingering around. I haven't been doing anything besides lying around in bed, trying to work in bed. And I did play tennis yesterday, but here in Australia, it is so hot right now that was probably not the best idea to go and do. So you'll see me sipping on this coconut water throughout this. I do like coconut water. I almost finished my actual water here as well, normal water. By the way, I love Evian water. If you haven't been to Switzerland, trying to make that a goal in your life to one day go, it is an amazing place. And the water there literally looks like the same color as the Evian bottles, like greeny blue. It's really cool. So, Francine says it's cold in Washington State. Send us some heat. I would love to send you guys some heat right now. It is heating up really bad over here. Daniel from Melbourne, how are we? Awesome, guys. So, who here was on last week's webinar? Write the number 1 if you were on last week's webinar. Write the number 2 if you weren't, but you have watched the replay. Or write number 3 if you have not been on last week's webinar, you haven't seen last week's webinar, and you're just jumping on here right now. Cool. Lots of 1s and 3s, which is kind of cool. So Kim says 5. That's funny. Let me just get up this new Word document for you guys. And we'll start today's in a minute. So last week, just to recap, what we talked about were what the 3 main ways of making money online in 2018 that can really get you guys going fast and create proper businesses, branded businesses, not just natural little Facebook ad on that can help you get some more traffic to your site or anything like that. I want to create businesses with you guys that actually generate money passively for you on the sidelines. So what we mentioned those were the first one. Who can name them in the comments over here? The 3 different ways. And I want to see the 3 different ways that I'm going to be teaching you guys anyway. Yes, there's lots of ways to make money online, but I want to see here who's got the right answers. Put them all in there. So people are chucking in each of them, and no one said all 3 of them yet. So the first one was a social media agency where you go out to local clients, and then you take over their social media for them. Now, I know a lot of us aren't going to want to go out to clients directly. So because I know people are nervous, people are scared. Yes, in business, you do need to take risks, get over certain things like that. But I'm going to show you guys also in this little series how to get clients coming to you and actually begging to have you on their team. So 1 second while I just have my nose spray. Sorry about that. So I want to sound kind of clear for you guys here. So social media agency, guys, I want to show you guys how we can set one of them up. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today is the first topic. The next one was e-commerce. So e-commerce means selling products online, and we're going to go through the different ways you can do that through drop shipping or through creating your own branded product. Remember, drop shipping means you're purchasing a product that's already made. So for example, like a blue t-shirt like this, you can't brand it or anything, but you can sell it directly to the consumer. You never have to see the product. You don't need to buy stock. You can sell 1 t-shirt and you get paid the profit for that 1 t-shirt. On the flip side, you're not creating a brand. So how do we then create a brand? Well, we then have to buy stock, customize it, make it design nicely, and make an actual sexy product that is ours. And the only place to get that product is from us. So there's e-commerce. And the third way was cryptocurrency. And I know a lot of you are very excited about cryptocurrency. Now, guys, again, what my goal here for you guys to do is have 2 of these 3 ways done, completed, automated by 3 months from now. So, and the way I've been looking over the past couple of days, I think you guys should either have a social media agency and some cryptocurrency going on, or an e-commerce agency and some cryptocurrency going on. Yes, there's going to be a replay, Leonard. I always post the replays on my YouTube channel, which I'll make sure you guys can check out. I'll put in the link description. Otherwise, just search Luke McGuire on YouTube. But today, we're going to get started with the social media agency, which I am so excited for, because again, this is how I started making my first money online that actually could give me a living. Guys, I think I've told this story before. When I finished university, I couldn't get a job. Everyone said no. And I had to go to myself, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to do this myself. So I created my own social media agency with no idea what I was doing, no idea how to get clients, no idea what services they wanted, no idea how to lock them into a contract, no idea how to sell myself, no idea how to make a website, all that type of stuff. It was all too hard, but I figured it all out. And that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So who here is going to be creating a social media agency? Write me in the box in capital letters. Write me. Now, because that's what sounds interesting to you guys. Awesome. Mohammed, Daniel, Kim, Adrian, Wolfgang, Helene, Stephanie, Steve, Vic, Sharan. Awesome. Lots of guys coming in. I won't keep on going all day because that will take some time to do that. So what we're going to do now then, the first thing, which is so important, I'm going to get this up, this Word document. The first thing we need to do here, no matter what, we need to actually brand ourselves. We need to brand ourselves. You're not going to be able to get a client if you don't have an actual brand. Actually, take that back. You might be able to, but how many people do you go and trust if they don't have a website, they don't have an email address with an actual domain name at the end, they don't have any of that stuff? So we're quickly here going to show how you can buy your domain name, which is like lukemcguire.com. I'm going to show you guys here how to check if they're available. If they're taken, how do we actually then check to see if we can still actually get them? For example, I've got a new software that I'm going to be creating called Crypto Suite. Well, it's actually almost finished. The domain name was taken. Someone had already bought it, but I ended up contacting the owner of it, and they sold it to me for a lot more, unfortunately, than what I could have got it for if it was never registered before. But that's an idea. You can still get domain names from there. So Mohammed, yes, as mentioned, this webinar here is going to be about social marketing agencies, social media marketing agencies, how to create one from scratch. Some of this will overlap into e-commerce, so how to buy a domain name, how to find good names, branding, and stuff like that. I'm always going to try to overlap key marketing tactics, but in this case, we're applying them to a social media marketing agency. So let's get started here with branding. Branding is so key. It's the first thing. Think of it like judging a book by its cover. So everyone's going to think about your name in one way, shape, or form. Whether it's going to be good, bad, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if your product inside is amazing or crappy at the start. People are going to start by your actual name. So we need to create a name that is attractive, that is that's going to go like this for now. That's attractive, sexy, social, fun, professional. These are all different ways that we can these different areas we can tactics. That doesn't make sense. These are different types of brand names we can think of, and we want to attract them according to these different terms here. Because we're creating a social media agency, we can have that name be fun. For example, my ex-girlfriend, she created an agency which was called Market Moose. Market Moose, pretty cool name. Really cool little, I think we'll just check out our site now just so you guys can see. So cool little logo that she designed online. I'll show you guys how to get a logo designed. And she made this website herself. Pretty simple site, but it works really, really well. Really nicely branded. Cool site, right? So there you go. We can get started with something like that. So Market Moose is what she's done. I actually taught this maybe last year. Someone went out and created the actual name, Market Macaw. I think I spelled macaw wrong, but you know, like the bird market macaw. Thought that was pretty funny. So that's one way you can do it there. Now, an attractive name or a professional name, one of my other friends here created an agency called The Social Agency. Social Agency. And then now I think we can see if they got a website up. Maybe this isn't it, but this is another one that's here on the Gold Coast. But they do the same thing by the looks of it. Or they've others updated their logos, which I think they might have done. Oh wait, so I haven't shown you guys the websites. My bad. See, this is what happens when I'm sick. I'm going to show them again really quickly. Here's a social agency. Yell out to me in the actual comments if you don't see it, see these things, so I can get a bit distracted sometimes. This site was really easy to make, and then Market Moose, ex-girlfriend's agency one, and we're going to go through this in the coming webinars on how to even make sites like this without knowing any code. Take you maybe a couple of hours, maybe an hour to 3 hours to create something like this. It's all templated, very easy to do. Different little sections, looks professional. You can instantly send people to your sites. Pretty damn cool. So back over here to thinking about names. So have you guys got a name in your head right now? If you do, what you then need to do is go to a site like Namecheap.com, which is where you buy your domain name. Yes, there's other ones like GoDaddy, HostGator, I think it sells domains and stuff, but I like to use Namecheap. Why? Because they give you a free privacy certificate every time you buy a domain name, which means when you buy a domain name, if you don't make it private, which usually is an extra fee through most registrars, people can look up who owns your domain. People can get your email, your address, they can contact you. You get spam with emails, phone calls. It's just easier to have it made on private. And with Namecheap, they give you a year of that for free. So pretty cool doing that. Now the site itself isn't private. It's just the who is information that is owned by the actual domain registrar. And then, yeah, Mohammed says, yeah, people are contacting me. So what we do here is we go on and we type in, what do I want domain name to do? I can go the social marketing agency. Now that's a long domain name, but we'll see if it's available. Someone's already got that. So I'd do something like monkeymarketingagency.com. And you can take words out, spin them around and whatever. See, that one's available. Probably not the best domain though for a business. soprosocial.com. You make things up. That's available. SoProSocial. What do you want your brand name to be, and how's it going to then reflect you and what you do? So Namecheap.com. I'll put these links over in the chat box just so you can actually have them there. Now, before you buy a domain through these guys, what you guys should do is, I like Blink-182 by the way, which is what I was listening to before. What you guys would do is type in something like Namecheap, promo code. And then we can get you a couple more extra bucks off here. Now, it's not going to be much off it, but namecheap.com/promo/coupons. What I can do here, copy this, and then I can go over here. I'll add this one to the cart, for example. Someone might try to buy that now, but I'll add this to the cart. Actually, I'll add this top one to the cart. Then I'll view the cart. Get rid of this one up here. So it's $14 Australian. If I enter the promo code here, I can hit apply. Now it's $12. So you save a couple of bucks, not much, but it's good enough. Now, when you buy this, you get all these upsells that they're going to try to get you to, like, I'll try to sign up to hosting accounts. I'll try to sign you up to, I'll try to sign you up to hosting. I'll try to sign you up to emails. I'll try to sign you up to all these extras. You don't need any of that. That is all you need right there. And then I'll just jump across to my Word document for a second while I log in here. So I want to show you guys inside of Namecheap so you guys can get a full understanding of where your domains are once you buy them, and then kind of the process of how it works from there. I won't stay too long on this, but it's a good way to get started. One sec. So this is the first screen I see when I log into my dashboard. You can see I've just actually got Crypto Suite added in here today. Finally, after about a week or two of negotiations and trying to go back and forth with escrow and buying them privately, got that in here. But say, for example, for like local social academy or something, say I wanted to create this site, I would go in here and manage it. And then I would redirect these names into I would go in the name servers, and then I would send it connected to my hosting account. But that sounds kind of complicated if you've never done it before. It takes 2 seconds to do. And when we get to that stage, I'll show you again. We'll come back to this page and I'll show you in here. But I can just go to my dashboard. I can see all my domains here. I can view all domains and so on and so forth here. Now, let's go back to Namecheap for a second. So say there's a domain you want. So this is what I always do, LukeMcGuire.com. I want this domain name, but it's taken. I can either make an offer through here, but what I can also do is hit the Who Is button below it, and I can scroll down here, and I can see everything about this person. So I can see it's registered to in Scottsdale, and this is the registrant email that I would need to go to and send an email to actually get that, to contact them and see if they want to sell it. Because as you see, this site has not had anything on it for like 10 years. They won't respond to me. They won't answer me, which is so gosh darn annoying. But say there's something else like, let's go to domains. You guys give me a domain name you want me to look up and see if we can find out who owns it. And Neil says, yes, the support on Namecheap are also really good. A big thing about brands that I work with, the support needs to be great. But someone chuck in a domain that you want me to look up here, and then I'll go ahead and do it. We'll see who owns it. Contact it. If no one answers in a minute, I'll go ahead and just continue on, presuming you guys know all of this, and that's no problem. Social Crush. Let's do it here. Crystal Vision.biz. Let's see who owns this one. And again, I always recommend getting the .coms, or if you're doing a local marketing, just your country, use the one after. So in Australia, it's .com.au here. I don't know if in America, if it's, oh, like America just .com, I guess. Well, who is? And there you are, Bobby. There's your email. So one of our actual customers here, one of our members here inside of Social Profit Hour posted his own domain, and we can see all the information about him. So I'll get rid of that for you now, mate, so you don't get any one rocking up to your house. But there you go. Pretty funny there. And we'll do one more, Kim Armstrong. And there we are, Kim. Not sure if this is you or not, but if it's not, that's a register an email, hello@level12.com. Send them an email there. You can send them a letter to their address if you wanted to. Pretty cool, right? So the thing here is, if your domain isn't available, don't then try to think of a different brand name, or try to think of a way to then make it work around your actual name itself. So say your name is Social Co, or Social Crush. Neil right here, Social Crush. Say Social Crush is taken. Let's have a look. Social Crush. Social Crush seems to be taken right now. Oh, it's not available for registry. Let's see here. Sorry. So it's taken, but it's for sale. Make a free offer. But so let's go to the website itself and see Social Crush Co. Always check out the website and see what's on it. So this site's got really nothing on it. Oh, sorry, Social. So this website's probably for sale, but it's already registered. So say it's registered, they don't want to sell it. Think about how you could change that. So you could type in Social Crush Co, so like company, or agency. So Social Crush Agency is available. That could be a cool way to get started. Your logo can still say Social Crush. That could just be your actual website name there. So have a think of the different ways you can go ahead and tie in your brand name to that. Now, the next thing that you're going to need from here, this is just buying the domain name itself. The next thing you're going to need is hosting. So let me go ahead and change this over here. Step 2, hosting. Hosting is going to store your site files, your emails, your control panel. Will allow you to set up other emails, but for other customers or clients or whatever it might be. There's 3 types of hosting, 3 key types of hosting. So there's private, which is the most expensive. There is VPS, which is a virtual private server, which is in the middle. And then there's shared, cheapest. Now, basically what this means is, if you're just getting started, you can literally just start off with the shared hosting plans. Some of them are like $5 a month. Like, it doesn't cost that much to run, and that will still all your email. When I mean email here, it'll have like Luke at Social Crush Agency.com, for example. I can create that. I can create info. I can create contact. I can forward things around the place. Your hosting allows you to do that, and it stores all your site files. And that's where we're going to be creating your actual website at. Now, I have private hosting. It costs quite a bit of money. I don't recommend that unless you really are expecting millions of hits or high traffic, where people are going to be spending lots and lots and lots of time. I mean, like using lots of brand bandwidth and whatnot. Yes, I did misspell agency. Thanks, Neil. I'm not the best speller. This is not a spelling lesson here. This is just learning about how to make some serious money online. So what we're doing with this is once you've done that, we're going to have to get some hosting. So there's different companies out there. Write down your favorite hosting company if you have hosting already. Write them down in the questions over here. So for example, for me, I use a site called liquidweb.com. That's for my private hosting or VPS. Now, again, it's much more expensive than other types of hosting. We all want to get shared hosting. So here's some other examples people wrote down. One-on-one hosting, HostGator, cheap domain names or aplus.net. Oh, good. Lots of examples in here. So you guys can go check out which one you think is the best. GoDaddy, SiteGround, Namecheap hosting. Namecheap does it. Stephanie wrote Wix. I personally don't like Wix personally, but some of you may. Now the thing with Wix is let me show you Wix real quick over here, just so you can get an idea. Actually, there's a few examples there, and then we'll go on to that conversation in a second. Bluehost. Now, I've got an account with Bluehost. I really don't like them because their support is just horrible. You click on the chat if you need a live chat help, which they used to be great. I'll say you wait 5 minutes, you're going to be there for about 45 minutes. They just lie to you. And then their actual support staff has just gone downhill. Enom is another one. Awesome stuff. So there's a bunch of examples there that you guys can go check out. The big players here are going to be HostGator, GoDaddy, Bluehost, Namecheap. But you can find cheaper hosting in other places. But you want to have someone that has somewhere that has really good support. Now, if Namecheap has hosting, now let's have a look at Namecheap hosting and see how much it is. Because if you can just hosting, shared hosting, or WordPress hosting is the two we're going to go for. $12 a year, and then it renews at $49 a year every year after that. That's pretty cheap, guys. Let's see what WordPress hosting is. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do how to create WordPress sites over and over again with different templates, make them look beautiful, make them for clients without having to know any code. It's very, very quick. So after this, I'm going to have a chat with Namecheap and see what the big differences are between the two of these themselves. So if this is just for one site, or if this is for unlimited or whatever it might be. So let me just check this out afterwards for you guys. So that could be a good solution there. Now, Bobby over here asked about Wix. So when it comes to creating websites, one sec. When it comes to creating websites, Wix is a way you can make a website. WordPress is another. You get it coded through outsources on Upwork. HTML, that type of stuff. You can get coded in different ways. But they're going to be the main ways to do it. Or if you're doing e-com, you can do Shopify because it's kind of already pre-templated. Positive and negative to each. Let's start with Wix. Now, Wix, they're amazing marketers. What they'll do, it's kind of like a drag and drop type website builder here, and they have some pre-made templates and whatnot as well. It's quite easy to create a website here, but what happens is once you start getting your website done, they're going to start to actually charge you for the actual hosting, and they're going to charge you for add-ons a lot more than what you'll find on things like WordPress, where a lot of extra features that are premium on side of Wix are actually free elsewhere. So you can actually, with a premium plan, with a standard Wix site, you won't even be able to connect your domain name, so socialagencyco.com, to your actual Wix account unless you're paying one of their subscriptions. And you can't actually take the site off and then create it into a WordPress site or anything like that. At least that's what it was like about 6 months ago. And exactly like Daniel said, Daniel has a Wix website, and you can't use WordPress plugins with it. So Daniel's going to have to get it changed over to WordPress at a great expense. Yeah, hopefully it's not too great of an expense because websites are pretty cheap these days. So here's an example here. With Wix sites, you get a free Wix domain, which could be like lukeMcGuire.wixwebsite.com or something like that, which doesn't sound overly professional. There'll be branded ads on your site, free hosting. So the hosting will be free for you with an actual someone else's domain name, which we really don't want, where it's only like, what, $50 a year, it look like on that other site for an actual 1 year. I think they're 1 gigabyte bandwidth, which is not very much. When you start paying, it'll remove the ads from the site. You won't, you can then use your own domain, I guess. Unlimited bandwidth, Google Analytics, again, which is free normally. But if you use a Wix site, you obviously can't install that. Your own favicon, which is just online store, which you can get free with WordPress. And I guess, yeah, good example, good statement there from Paul. Wix is bad for conversion. So again, you can't really customize it in shopping carts and the payment flows and all that stuff as much as you can with a WordPress site. I highly recommend going ahead and jumping into creating a WordPress site, which is what I'm going to be teaching you guys probably in the coming weeks. So you can see here, $8 a month, I think over for what was it on Namecheap? Oh, 1 second. So you can see here, this was I was showing you guys a minute ago while I was talking it out. Free, paid, most of the stuff like, and you're paying a pretty high expense for this. $6 to $8 a month, like, and that Namecheap. The shared hosting is $12 a year, not a month here by the looks of it. And then your WordPress hosting is $8.80 a year. So I need to check if that's per site or if that's overall. So you guys get the idea. Sorry. Sorry, guys. But I'm so sick today again as well. Normally I have a lot more energy and a lot better, but I'm still here getting this done for you guys as best as I can. But you get the idea here. Use a hosting company like GoDaddy, like Namecheap. Again, if Namecheap has this, I love Namecheap to bits. You can keep all your domain names and your hosting together into one place. They have a great live chat system here somewhere. Live chat. You can't really go wrong with these guys, to be honest, in terms of their support and the product they deliver to you. And they're very, very fast at it. So I'll put that in the comments over here. Sorry. Oh, I already have. And hosting. So now once we've done that, what we now need to do is create a WordPress site, which we'll go ahead and talk about in probably the next webinar or the one after, depending on what we want to do next week. If we want to go into e-com next week or crypto next week, and we'll figure out a way to do that. But now you've got your domain name, you bought some hosting. Now what we need to do as well is go ahead and start doing a Facebook creating a Facebook fan page for ourselves, or even just learn how to create it so we can create pages for our actual clients when we start doing their actual social agency if they haven't done it yet. Then we'll create an Instagram one and a YouTube channel as well. And this can be the start of your first package that you'll provide to local agencies. Now, we'll go into a bit more depth in this in future, but I just want to go over some of the basics so you can kind of build the actual foundations, and then we'll build them up next, right? So next, social profiles for you and clients. So who here has never actually created a Facebook fan page before? Just put one in the box. I won't read your name out or anything like that. If you've never done it before, just let me know, just so I can show you. If you've all done it, then I can just skip it. But if you haven't done it before, check out one in the box and let me show you. Cool, there's a few ones coming in here. So I'll really quickly just jump over to Facebook and show you, and you'll see how easy this is to do. It takes about 4 seconds. Just gonna make sure I turn all my chats off. So let me just go back and show this here. You log into your own Facebook account, as you can see here. I find the easiest way to do it is click over here and go to Pages. Once you're on Pages, you then go ahead and hit Create Page in the top right-hand corner. You choose which type of business it is you're trying to create. This is the same process you'll go through when you're creating it for your actual local clients. So say I want to create a company or an organization and choose what category. It could be a restaurant, maybe there's a restaurant. Oh, but maybe local business or place. Let's go to restaurant. And then we can actually type in the actual address, which then often will get ranked very, very fast into Google. So say I wanted to type in Loose Moose, which is a restaurant in Broadbeach where I live. So I can find the street address, get started, whatever it is. Not sure why it's not working for me here, but maybe it'll work better for you guys when you give it a go. It seems like it's having a bit of a mind of its own today. So let me just do this one here. Choose category, chemical company, ChemPro. Oh, looks like my whole thing is having a bit of a mind of its own today anyway. So hopefully for you guys, that's as simple as it would be for you guys to work. It's funny that whenever you do webinars, sometimes things just don't want to play around for you. But there you go. Adrian here says that's a really good place for good food and beer. Yes, it is. It's a really, really good place for beer, that's for sure. And the food is decent as well. So now you've created that, what you're going to want to do then as well is go ahead and create some Facebook ads. You want to get your ads account ready so you can go ahead and straight away start to do ads for your clients when you get them as a client. We'll talk about client getting in a minute. So drop down here. We're going to go ahead and create ads. If you've never done it before, it'll actually allow you to, it'll walk you through a little process. Otherwise, you can also type in business.facebook.com and create a business manager for yourself. Basically, that means if you have staff, you can add them into your business manager. You can add your clients into it as well. But I don't recommend adding clients into your business manager because then they get access to the ads and the hard work you've created and might try to steal them and run off. It's happened to me. So we're going to create ads anyway. I use Business Manager normally, but let's go ahead and use this for now. I'm going to start over with a campaign. So this is going to be a Facebook ads dashboard. Once you've set it up, logged in, this is what you're going to see. Now, you're either going to create brand awareness, reach, traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead gens, messages, conversions, store visits, or catalog sales. Now, what is it that we're wanting to do for the local agency? Well, that's going to come down to what their goals are. And that's the questionnaire that I showed you guys last week. And again, I'll put it in the link after this on YouTube. I'll send it out in the replay. The local marketing questionnaire that will fill out all these answers so we can instantly go in here and know what it is we are after getting. Kerry says, what was that with the business manager? So this is just my actual standard ads manager here where I'm creating Facebook ads under my Luke McGuire account. Now, I can't actually add in other clients or other staff members into my Luke McGuire ads manager because it's attached directly to my account. Now with a business manager, I can have the business card on there. I can have 10 of my staff members all creating ads. It all gets charged to that one account. And I personally found as well, I give you a bit more leniency, whereas if you make a mistake with an ad, say you're showing too much body or something like that, that doesn't go against the terms of Facebook, they give you more leniency because you're an agency business manager account rather than just personally doing it by yourself over and over again. Also, you can add in your actual clients, so say the local marketing client that wants to check on how the ads are going directly. You can add them into a business manager. Again, on your personal ad manager, you can't. But in terms of creating ads, it's very, very, very similar. So that's good for there. And separately, What you could also do, say you didn't want to actually be charged the ads to your account first and then invoice the client, you can set the actual client up with a business manager, have them add their card to that. Then you can just jump into their business manager through your Facebook page, through your Facebook profile, and create the ads in their account, in their business manager. So it actually charges their cards first. So you can then just get paid directly whatever your agency fee is. And we'll talk about pricing stuff soon as well. And your business manager account is not created with a different email address, no. So looking at ads here, what do I find are the best working type of ads? I personally really like video views, because again, Facebook is trying to take over YouTube. YouTube is the biggest, second biggest search engine in the world. Google's number one. More searches happen on YouTube next after Google. At least that was a stat about 6 months ago. Hopefully it is around the same now. But Facebook really is trying to take over the video industry as well. What I mean by that is, if you post a video directly to Facebook, and then I posted the exact same update, but with a YouTube link, my actual post where I posted the video directly to this Facebook is going to get a lot more engagement, a lot more views, and it's going to essentially be a lot easier to go viral and get seen by people, because Facebook doesn't like sending traffic to outside links. They're really trying to centralize everyone into Facebook, which gets funny because that kind of goes against the whole cryptocurrency thing of decentralization, but which I'm going to be teaching you guys as well. But you guys get the idea that Facebook doesn't want you to leave Facebook. Same as on Instagram. Instagram's just destroying Snapchat right now with their actual Instagram stories. Why are people going to be using Snapchat when I can do everything on Instagram, plus direct message, plus post updates, plus see people's feeds? And again, Facebook owns Instagram, so they're just out to get everyone onto their platform. So video views here are a really good way, and they're cheap. So if you have a video, whether you've done it yourself, whether you found it on the internet, whatever it might be, video views are a really good way to go out and start doing Facebook ads. Now, let's look at this in a local marketing perspective. Let me jump over to this again. Video ads. Let me just unbold that. So with video ads, name a bunch of local businesses, and then we'll type in different. I'll tell you guys in different ways we can create ads for those local businesses. Let's start with restaurants, because that's always a good one. And no matter where you are, there's going to be a restaurant around you somewhere, hopefully. So we could do ads of the food, or like videos of the food, food prep, recipe. So bad at spelling today. Recipe. How to cook. Now, again, what I mean by that is, say I go to this local restaurant down here called Loose Moose. What if I went in there and I filmed the actual chef teaching me in 60 seconds how to cook one of their main dishes? Then that people can do it at home, or they can come in and try at the restaurant for free. This builds trust, puts a face to the brand. You feel included. You want to eat there. Now, that's really easy to do that type of video. You can do it on your phone. You can go in there and charge for your time to do that, right? Food prep. Now, what about special work nights or special nights like maybe like Wild Wings Wednesday, or we could do like Friday night espresso martinis. Who here as well has no idea what an espresso martini is? Because it's funny, when I go around the world, some places know what they are. Some places are like, what the hell are you talking about? Bobby, if you'd like the notes, I can get the notes afterwards. Right, yes, if you know what an espresso martini is, because I sure do, and I love them, and I can't wait to get better to have one. Kerry says, so good. GM says no. Yes. It doesn't matter if you do it or don't, because again, some countries know exactly what it is. Some people have never heard of it ever. Now, this could be a good one that for you guys to go out and do if you are going to do a local agency and you're going to go to restaurants, you can even give them this. Let's go espresso. It's like a martini, which I don't really like dry martinis, but it's got like a espresso shot in it, and it's just so yum and creamy and just it gets you going is what it does. I don't think it's an Australian drink, but you will every bar you will find them here in Australia. So, but I've had them here. I've had them. I know Vegas does them. I know America does them. I don't know if everywhere in America does them, but definitely if you haven't had one, Europe is the place I found that really didn't do them in a lot of places. But rather than talking about alcohol, let's go back to talking about business. So just thought that was a nice little side thing there. So finalization of martinis or the club night. So say the restaurant might have a club night or a bar night, whatever it is. Just get people having fun. Show the vibe that's at the actual venue. Give them an incentive. These are all things you can do with video. Now, once you have the video, you come over here. Let me jump over to Facebook again. And we're going to go to video views. I'm going to continue. I'm going to call this video espresso. Now, this is when I give you that document, I'll send it through again. The questionnaire, all of this information is already provided for you. So I'm going to target people that are in Australia, but more so that are on the Gold Coast, which is where I live. And I then want to go ahead and make sure that's the only area I want to target. Maybe I want to target Byron Bay and maybe Brisbane. So that basically covers the areas of people that are probably going to come to this restaurant. And that's the beauty of local marketing, is because they're going to get some serious results. Their content is going to be seen by their target demographic because it is in it's geographical located. Most local businesses are only in that local area. And instantly, I can say in that reach right now, without targeting anyone else, there's 2.4 million people that can potentially see this content. Now, say I wanted to go and make that even less, just wanted to have it on the Gold Coast, which is where the restaurant's located, 570,000 people. So over 500,000 people right away. Now, I might want to go 18 to 45. That might be the demographic that they told me. 370,000 people. And you get smaller and smaller. Now, detailed targeting, I might want to target someone that's like a competitor in the area or a nightclub. So let's see if Platinum Nightclub, which is a nightclub right next to them. You can see though that dramatically drops the reach. So, what I forgot to tell you guys here is now it's done. It's targeted that location. It's targeted everyone in this location and also this actual nightclub here. So, but then if I wanted to go like Koi Dining, no, can't find that restaurant here. Maybe something like maybe we'll do Sin City Nightclub. Let's see what else they suggest then. Little Sparked. These are all DJs. World Gym. There's the World Gym on the Gold Coast. Drinking, bars. And you can see now this number is going up. So it's going up. So it says that people must match one of the following. But what we can also do here is narrow audience. So in this way, people must match one of these and also one of these. So they must like here, like bars and fishing. And if they don't like bars and fishing, then they're not going to be included in the list. So you can see that are already half the amount of people there. Now, go down, down, down. I can leave all this for now. Actually, this one is always a good one. If you add a Facebook page, what you can then do is target people who like the Facebook page already. In this case, we're wanting to target people who haven't liked the Facebook page yet but want to engage and see our business. We can then target friends of people who like your page, which means most likely friends have similar interests. They like going to the same places. If I target the friends of people that have already liked my page, they're most likely going to have a higher chance of liking my page as well. So that can be a good way to start getting engagement on the actual post, more likes, and more people through the door as you're targeting more people that are into your business, really. You can also exclude people who like your page and so on and so forth. Automate placements, they recommend that. Otherwise, you can edit it and choose your devices. I normally like to put it in the main newsfeed itself. I don't really do instant articles and you can see all the different types of ones that they are. Instagram, I do like to do Instagram ads. Audience network, I normally turn these off. Right column, I never do. Yeah, not really. Which is all right. So you get the idea then. Daily budget. Now, what I like to do here is do a lifetime budget. So you choose how much you want to invest. $5 a day you can start with. That's what a lot of people do. If it's for clients, we'll talk about this later, how to actually take a percentage of what you're actually, say it's a $3,000 deal, how much do you want to take to make it worth your while? 20%, 25% for a service fee. Yes, you can do that. And I'll show you how to frame that so it sounds so sexy that they will not want to say no to you. Now, I choose lifetime budget over daily budget. Yes, you can do $5 a day, but say I wanted to do so say I was doing $5 a day. Say I wanted to do a lifetime budget of $35 for 1 week, which is $5 a day. I would set this up. So that's going to work out there. And what's going to happen is that I'm still, basically what's going to happen here is because I typed lifetime budget, the $35 won't just get all used on day one. Facebook doesn't do that. And they don't really tell you that they don't really explain this very well, but I want to tell you why lifetime budget is better. Say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I was doing $5 a day, that's all I'm going to be spending every single day. And Facebook does everything it can to use that money up. But say on Monday, you might get 4 or 5 clicks or whatever it might be, just for argument's sake. Tuesday, you might get 10 clicks. But because you're doing the $5 a day, obviously the Tuesday is a better day to be advertising on than the Monday, and you're paying more for clicks on Monday than Tuesday because it's getting shown more, but less people are seeing it and whatnot. With lifetime, Facebook will actually decide which day is the best for you. So say you're getting lots of engagement on a Tuesday, well, then on a Wednesday, they might, but not so much on a Wednesday, then they'll lower the amount you spend on a Wednesday and they'll add that onto the Tuesday's number. I think they can go up, I think it's 10 or 20% above that $5. So again, you'll never use, your budget will still be used across the entire week. It will just be spent better according to when people are engaging with your content. Put a number 1 in the box if that makes sense to you guys. Let me see if I can make this a bit better for you guys here as well, because that's pretty, don't know if that's better at all, but I can zoom in. That might be a bit better for you guys. Cool. Makes sense. Awesome, guys. So I'm happy that makes sense. So I just do a standard delivery. We're going to continue. Now this is where you go and chuck in your videos. You choose your fan page you want to use and whatnot. So we'll just do fishing lovers in this case. We can select our video, add a full screen experience. If you want to do, I haven't really tested that too much. I haven't really seen that there before, so it's probably been there for a bit. I just skip past it. Upload our video here. We can then enter our text. Now, when you're doing a text, it's always good to to ask a question. By asking a question, people are then not just taking that in as content. They're seeing they're being asked something. They're more likely to respond. So if you like this page and love this page, say I want to do something like tag a friend who loves espresso martinis. And the video can be about espresso martinis, or tag a friend that loves chicken wings. And the videos about the wild wings on a Wednesday. Now, some other examples here. People put it in mechanics. So if you're a mechanic, that's a video key for a mechanic could be what to do when, like you could do a little video outside your mechanic shop and like what to do when you get a flat tire, because everyone's gonna get a flat tire at some time. Most people have no idea what the hell to do. Then you can do tag a friend who wish they knew about this. People are then going to tag all their friends that have had flat tires. Your mechanic shop's going to get a lot of views. They're most likely hopefully going to like it and whatnot. But you add a call to action in your video, or for the client's video, boom, there you go. Vic said, a good question. Didn't Facebook announce they would emote a post that says tag a friend, share, etc.? So yes, if you start telling people to share for competitions and tag people to win, that's a lot to do with competition. So when you're giving stuff away, tag 10 friends and blah, 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 that's not a really good way to do competitions. But I guess a better way, if you want to get around it, because again, you can dispute that because it's still going through the whole terms here. But what a better way I would say is name a friend, mention a friend, or mention someone. Or you can even do it like, who would be someone that would need this help? Let us know. There's other ways you can say the same thing. It's just the whole tagging for competitions is that they had a really bad problem with. Because again, though, when more people comment, that means shows Facebook that more people are engaged with that post, which means they're going to show that post to more people organically. And I'll show you an example of that actually. And this is on a video ad as well. Let me get out of here for now. So then you do that, and then you go next page, and your ad will be up and running. So fishing lovers. So this is one of my sites here that I created ages ago. And it's still getting likes every single week. I don't do anything with it. And I automated all these posts to go every single day when I was doing it for, I think it was about a year. So let me just find this video. Let's go videos. This one here, 1.1 million views. I did this 2 years ago and still gets views all the time. 4.7 thousand likes, 4,000 shares, 1 million views. And this is when I first started this page. And this is what the engagement had got on here. So let me go ahead. And you can see everyone who shared this up until literally, it's still getting shared now. December, January, and I posted this in 2016. That's traffic that every time this gets shared, my fishing lovers page gets shared along with it. It's a viral video of a shark jumping around, and that's about it. I did a tag if anyone likes this. Now, obviously, that was back then. I probably wouldn't do that in that wording now. 4,000 likes. What you can do when people like your content, you can then go ahead and actually invite them individually to like your fan page once they've liked your post. So these people here haven't done it. I've actually created this little button for you guys here. If you bought any of my tools, it's in the bonus section in there as well. You might not have ever seen it. I try to do cool little things like this. By hitting this invite, it's going to invite everyone instantly to like my fan page. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will like that. I'll put that in the replay link, and I'll also put it when I send out the actual email as well. Bonus way to get some free content. Yes, Ryan says, am I using viral Autobot software for this? Yes, I use either viral Autobots or OctoSuite to get this viral content and post it online. But I mainly use OctoSuite a lot more now than viral Autobots, as it does a few other things that I like to do as well. So anyway, we'll talk about content getting in next week's video. I got this video here, guys, from OctoSuite, my actual software, and just repurposed it across to my page here. So let me just jump back on to here. So we've done that. We've done Facebook ads. Instagram ads, same way. We just created Instagram ads as well just then as well, because in Facebook ads, you just click Instagram like I showed you. And we'll do a whole webinar on Facebook ads directly soon. I just want to show you guys the basic setup here. Now, Instagram, to create Instagram accounts, you just go to instagram.com. Oh, 1 second. I'll log out of this. It's always funny on the computer. Let me just get a new incognito. No. So here, here we go. So here, Instagram.com, all you need to do is create an account by going mobile number, name, username, password. Again, try to get the same username as your domain name or something similar. You don't want to have lots of underscores and capital letters and all this stuff going all around. Make it easy to be digestible, easy to find. You might need to turn things around again. So say you got the domain name, socialagency.com. You might have to make your Instagram socialagencyaustralia.com or whatever it might be, or Oz or USA or Social Agency Co. or whatever it might be to get that actual domain name. But go ahead, sign up an account, really easy to do, verify it all. We'll talk more about that later. So what we've done so far in today's webinar, I'll just recap really quickly before we move on, is 1, we have created a brand name. 2, searched for the domain and made sure it's available. 3, if it isn't, we now know how to find the owner to ask if they want to sell. 4, hosting. This is where we store our site files, create business emails, etc. Namecheap is a good one for domains and for hosting. 5. So at this point here, we've now got basically the tools we need to create our website, which we'll probably do in next week's webinar. I'll show you how to create a WordPress website. But think about that. That's our branding for our business, which isn't very hard. We've now got our social media agency business. Now, in the next week, all I want you guys to do is focus on getting your brand name, getting the domain name, and then getting a hosting account. Or if you don't want to get the hosting account yet, wait for next week's webinar where I show you we're going to log in and create the WordPress site ourselves. But if you want to be prepared, get a hosting account, shared hosting account now. Oh, sorry guys, I've got the wrong page up again. I'm just so sick today and not bloody changing things. There's the notes. Thanks, guys. So we've done that. Now then we moved into a basic package creation for us and for clients. So we learned how to make our own business page, so fan page. Put as much information about your company in as possible. Then we've learned, next we've learned how to create Facebook ads accounts and business account. And then we've learned how to create a video ad and examples of how they can be used in different local markets. So now that we've done that, Sorry, mate. Sometimes I get questions here. Someone just asked to put a line after number 2. Guys, sometimes if you can just record the notes and then edit them however you like to edit them yourselves. Because again, sometimes this isn't about making everything look pretty here. I'm just trying to get as much information as I can in the short period of time we have. But sometimes making things look pretty right now, it does not work the best when I'm trying to get things pumped out to you guys. As we've already been on here for an hour and 5 minutes, I don't like going past an hour and 15 because it gets a bit draining for everyone, I find then. So we've learned how to do that. So now that we've been able to create a Facebook ad, we've got our business name set up. Oh, this is what we want to do now as well. This is the last thing I want you guys to do in the next week is get a logo designed. So you've got your business name, you've got your domain name. Once you've got the domain name, business name, you created your Facebook account, you created your Instagram account, you know how it all works, you know how to create these things. You need a logo for your business. Now, let me jump over here. There's 2 ways you can go. We can go, just like sites like Fiverr. If you're really just getting started, you don't want to put much money into it, but you want to get a nice logo, you can type in logo design here on fiverr.com, Fiverr. I'm sure everyone, or most people here have heard of it. If not, everything's $5. You can choose which type of actual logo you're wanting to get designed. Whether it's a mascot, watercolor, minimalist. Then you can get best selling, recommended, news to rivals, whatever it might be. Design 2 minimalist logos. You can go through, see a bunch of his previous work, see what he wants. You can then go ahead and buy it. There's upsells and whatnot here. So this guy's got quite a bit of different things going on here. So for a standard, so his standard one, he says it's $5. It's $57. But he looks like a good designer, so probably can charge this. But if you're looking for a $5 one, scroll down until you find the $5 one here. Now this guy's gone next level. It's annoying when they do this right now. This is kind of why I'm a bit turned off by $5. Let's just go 5 here. 1. So these guys should be worth $5 then. $6 here for this guy here. Basic logo, standard logo. Or 2 basic logos. So there you go. There's a way to get that done. The next place I like to go to is 99 Designs. Who here's used 99 Designs? Put yes in the comments. If not, what this site does is it's a really, really cool site where you basically put your job in there. Now, they have standard pricing, and it can be a bit expensive for just a logo. But let's find a designer. And you can see say I'm after a logo here. Let's see how much the logo is. And see the different vendors here. But say I wanted to go out, what you can actually do is create a job where you tell them what you need and how long you have. Hundreds of designers will actually work, depending on which level you choose, but lots of designers will work to actually create your logo for you. You tell them what you want, and then say 50 people will design your logo for you. Same with sales pages, websites, everything, if you want them to code a website and whatnot. But anything you want designed, they'll then go out and create that for you for free. They won't charge you. Now, the thing is, you have to fund the actual site first. It might be $300 for a logo or $500 for a sales page or whatever it might be. Everyone that wants to be a part of your job creates it for you for free, and then you choose which one you want to go, which 5 you want to go to the next stage. So you say, okay, I like these 5 logos here. Then you give them all feedback, and you might get new ideas of the different logos or different sales pages that come out. So I like these 5, but this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I want you to do. They will do another revision. Then from that, you choose the final one you want. They can then revise it again, and then you get a really nicely finished piece done. And if you don't like any of the logos, you can just say, no, I don't want to do this, and you don't need to pay a single dollar. The money gets sent straight back to you. This is a really good site, very, very professional. So if you have a bit more funding, check these guys out. It's a really cool way to get some high quality work done here. So get a logo done by next week as well, because then we're going to be moving on from there. So we've done all that. We've found our brand name. We've got our host, and we've learned how to do a basic Facebook ad. We've learned how to create a Facebook page. We've learned how to create an Instagram page. We've learned how to brand our name and actually get a logo design for it in 2 different ways. That seems to be quite a bit done here. So that's what I want to stop at now until next week, where we actually create a website through WordPress. And we'll probably, and that's also going to be good for e-com guys as well, because I'm going to show you guys how we can add in stores and stuff as well into our actual sites and whatnot. And then it'll be a crossover between e-com and that. Now, who here wants to learn a tiny little bit about cryptocurrency before we move over? 5-10 minutes. We'll probably do a proper full webinar on cryptocurrency probably the following week. Yes, me, yes, me. So guys, this is the last piece of homework that I want you guys to do. Is go out and get your first wallet set up on cryptocurrency. I'm going to show you, and this isn't getting set up on an exchange yet. Exchanges are where you go and actually buy your cryptocurrency from. So let me get out of this. Yeah, so basically what your wallet is, let me make sure my webcam's on so I can explain with my hands, because I'm a very big person at the visual there. Cool. So when you buy from an exchange, a website that sells Bitcoin, so one, for example, is Coinbase. I don't really like them that much, but let's go to coinbase.com. You can buy Bitcoin here and a bunch of other cryptocurrencies here, and the actual, as soon as you buy it, it'll get added into your wallet. Now, Coinbase does actually give you a wallet that you can actually hold your Bitcoin in. The problem with that is if Coinbase shut down, then what's going to happen is your wallet then will just disappear, because they don't actually give you what is called a private key and a public key. So a private key is basically going to be your code to your wallet. If you lose the code, you're never going to be able to get into your wallet again. With Coinbase, they don't actually give that to you. They just have a login system, and if you forget your login, you can then verify it and stuff like that. It's a lot safer in that sense, but it's a lot harder in another sense, because if Coinbase shut down, then your money gets really kind of disappears. It's not decentralized because this third party is involved. We want to decentralize it, so we own our private key, we own our logins, and we have a website that we can actually access this information from. Right, number one, if that makes sense, and if it doesn't make sense, let me know the question and I'll try to clarify it before we move on here. Cool. People saying 1. If you have a question, you guys can let me know as well, because I'll go in here. Now, let me show you how easy it is to create a wallet. Creating wallets is very easy compared to creating, compared to getting approved in exchanges, which is still very easy, but it'll take 2 seconds for us to create a wallet here. So we're going to make an Ethereum wallet first, then I'll show you guys how to create a Bitcoin wallet as well. Now, the thing is, let me explain to you again about blockchain. There's an Ethereum blockchain, and a lot of cryptocurrencies run on the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum, I'd say, is the second biggest cryptocurrency, and their blockchain is separate to the Bitcoin blockchain. There's different types of coins that run on the Bitcoin blockchain. Ethereum, there's different types of coins that run on the Ethereum blockchain. Like, for example, WePower runs on the Ethereum blockchain. A lot of actual transactions and smart contracts are done through the Ethereum blockchain. And again, Kerry, what is the minimum amount to create your wallet? It's free. It doesn't cost you a single dollar to create a wallet. Absolutely free. You have it forever. No ongoing fees. One of the big reasons why banks hate it as well, because it doesn't cost a single dollar to run, manage, anything like that. So we're going to go to My Ether Wallet. My Ether Wallet, myetherwallet.com. You can Google it. It'll give you this warning here. You need to know My Ether Wallet is not a bank. So we're going to go ahead and start here. It's a bunch of things. You should read this, guys. Go ahead and read this. And if you want to know what blockchain is, you can do that. But if you know, I already know what blockchain is.
They're going to educate you here. So do this afterwards and go through these different steps. And then Jason says, when should we get a hard wallet? I'll talk about that in a minute. Just lots of good information. You go through it and check all this information, but they're trying to really lecture you here. Now, what I want to do is create a new wallet. All I need to do is hit create a new wallet. So I'm going to enter password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E. Create a new wallet. I'm going to download this key store file, and you do not want to lose that file. You might want to put it somewhere else as well. You might want to take it on USB. Make sure it says secure, like there's millions of dollars in it that it might be worth. Have that file handy. Now, this will be my private key. I'm showing you guys this because I'm never going to use this wallet because I can show you this. You want to copy that. I'm going to copy that, save it offline. You want to print it out. You want to print it out 5 or 10 times. You want to cut it up into 3 pieces and put first piece somewhere here, second piece somewhere here, third piece somewhere here. Give your mum or dad another piece of it, half of it. Make sure you can always access this no matter what. Yes, guys, I am sending out a replay afterwards. Make sure you have that. Save this address. Make a backup. Again, keep on doing this. This is what you're going to use to log in to your actual wallet. So now that I've got that private key, I'm going to unlock my wallet. This is like putting my PIN code into my online banking. I'm going to select private key, which is what I've just got. Just in this case, it's not the way they want you to access it. I'm going to enter my private key. I'm going to hit unlock. And now I am inside my crypto wallet. Right now, I've got 0 Bitcoin here. Sorry, they're the equivalent values because this is for Ethereum and different cryptocurrencies that work on the Ethereum blockchain, which is the majority. A lot of them really are on the Ethereum blockchain. And I'll talk about this further in the next one. But copy this, print this out. Make sure you've got your address. Write all this down. The private key is what you really want to know. You can see it here. Copy this, hide it away. Make sure no one ever sees your private key. If you're doing webinars, no one can ever see it. Don't let anyone see it because as soon as they see your private key, they can access what your money and they can send it somewhere else. So right now I've got 0 Ethereum in this actual account here. But what I'm saying is, so say I buy Ethereum on Coinbase. I buy the Ethereum on Coinbase. It goes to my wallet on Coinbase, but I don't have my private key or anything like that. I really want to remove it from Coinbase across onto my private wallet where I have all my information here. I just send it from here to here, which I will show you guys in the future. This is my actual account address here. So basically what I would do is I copy this. In my Coinbase, I would say send money. It'll say what is the address you want to send it to. I copy this number. I hit send and it will end up in here and get added to this here. Hope that makes sense for you guys. So again, I recommend writing it down in person, write it down in your phone somewhere. Don't say my Ethereum key or my Ethereum wallet's this. Just have that number and know what it is because again, it's discussed. People have lost hundreds of millions from forgetting their keys and there's no way to access it, right? So myetherwallet.com is for Ethereum and the Ethereum blockchain coins, which will be a lot. Now, the next one, you can use blockchain.info and you can go ahead and go get a free wallet here. There's another one there. Now, I mean, it's very, very similar here. I'll get started. And I need to find my keys. This one should give me my keys somewhere. And if you guys use a different wallet as well, let me know what wallet you guys use. And Ryan says, you need that key every time you go into your wallet. Yes, you need your private key every time you log into your wallet. Now, go ahead. Let me go in Security Center, what they got here. Let me verify email, and to mobile number, blah, blah. So there you go. A bunch of things happening there, and I'm never going to use this actual account here again. So I'm going to continue sign out. There we go there. You can go get that started there. Bruce says a good question there. People lost hundreds of millions that really only lost a few grand in real cost amounts. Well, I guess what he means by that is, which makes sense, is that yes, they lost hundreds of millions, but they would have invested maybe a couple of $1,000s in real cost, and it's gone up to that much money in crypto. But in saying that, if they wanted to then go back and exchange it back into US dollars, Australian dollars, or whatever it might be, it could have been in that actual currency there. So again, that's what I want you guys to get started with. Create those 2 wallets, create the branding what I taught you guys in the last lessons as well. Next week, we're going to go through some different exchanges that for different countries, get you guys buying your first crypto. We're going to create a WordPress site. We're going to go ahead and get started with our actual e-com as well. So there you go. Enjoy. Who here enjoyed today's webinar? I know it went for a little while, but I hope that was a good starting point to creating our social agency. Next week, we'll have our site up and running. And then what we'll also do the following week is we'll be going to get our first clients. I'll be showing you how you'll get clients coming to you, begging for you that you won't go to any of their competitors in the area, and having them locked in so you can really forecast your future income. And then I'm going to show you guys how to automate the work you do for them, how to automate the ads, how to automate the content, how to automate the actual reporting, how to do everything so it's so easy for you guys. I hope you guys are loving this training, because I know I am. Sorry again that I'm really, really sick in this whole thing. I drank a whole bottle of water, whole bottle of coconut water. I've been needing to go to the bathroom for ages now, so I'm probably going to leave it at that. I'll send the replay out afterwards. But for now, I wanted to thank you guys again. Hope you all have a great day. Remember, go onto my Instagram, because that's where I do all my daily updates on my Instagram story. It's at Luke Maguire, or Instagram.com/Luke Maguire. That's where I do a bunch of giveaways as well. That's where I also post a lot of content. I'm going to be doing a competition there later in the next day or so. And then so you can see me, what I do day to day as well. Hopefully by next week, I guarantee I'm going to do everything I can to be 100% better by next week, so I'm not so sick and brain thickening with phlegm and gross things happening. But I'll be back really, really good and exciting next week. I'll send the replay out now. Thank you all. Have a great day. Get that information while I just taught you guys started. Start doing your homework. Just do it right now if you have time right now. Also, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. If Valentine's Day was yesterday here in Australia, hopefully for you guys in America, you're having a beautiful day. And I appreciate you coming down to tonight's webinar when I know it's such a beautiful, loving day for everyone. Now, if you don't have a partner, as I was saying yesterday on my Instagram, don't worry. It's a day about love, enjoying love and appreciating love. Someone out there loves you. So think about your family, your friends, your animals, if you have animals. And if you think none of those people love you, then do something hugely loving for yourself, and do something loving for someone random on the street, in the shops, anything like that. The more love you put out to the world, it'll come back to you tenfold itself. So enjoy today. Happy Valentine's Day once again to everyone. And I'll speak to you guys in the Facebook group, via email, and on next week's webinar as well. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.